depression is real, but trust me, there is what they call a less of confidence. Less of confidence kills faster than depression. Hello, welcome back. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Susan, and this is Shallow Space. Here, what we do is talk about personal growth. We talk about my life as a Nigerian and what people need to expect from Nigerians, or what people who actually don't live in Nigeria or are not Nigerians get to see from the other side, from persons who are really not from the side that have a whole lot of support system. So welcome back today. So today we'll be talking about confidence. It has come to my understanding that a whole lot of persons actually suffer from lack of confidence. Yeah, it could be because of advancements. Over here, like I said, it's a safe space. I actually share most of my own personal growth, my life, and it helps maybe somebody who could be watching this, learn from it, grow from it, evolve from it, and be a better person. So, um, growing up, I'm still growing up, but growing up, I have come across a whole lot of persons who actually find me as a confident person being too rude or being too pompous. I know most times people can mistake confidence for being rude, but I am not saying I'm a perfect person, but when I know I am being rude, I am being rude. People just automatically come around me and see the way I talk and see the way I actually address matters, and then they tag me like maybe, oh, she's too pompous, oh, she's too adamant. Let me blow your mind one time. So there was this particular person, just so I don't make him like look bad, but I'm going to talk about my experience with him. So, like I said, I'm a chef actually, and I used to run this restaurant somewhere in Festac here. And then, so there was this particular customer of mine. He comes around, he orders food, I deliver because I was the chef and I was also the server. It's not easy, trust me, running a small business. So this particular person like fell in love with my own personality because from his own understanding, I was considerate. I was calm. I was easygoing. I was easy to talk to. I was someone who was like comforting and all that. Those were his words. Okay, so he got talking, we got talking, no problem. He asked for my number, and me being a good person, I gave him my number. But two things made me give him my number. Number one, because I wanted to build my own customer base. You understand? And most times I said my customers, I always ask them, how was the food? I want to know. So if it's bad, tell me, don't buttress it. It will help me grow. So to cut the long story short now, this particular person ended up coming one day on my WhatsApp DM, and then he was like, oh, that he actually want to ask me for something, that he has this girl that he's dating. He actually happens to be a married man. He has this girl that he's dating, and then the girl is actually getting married soon. Guys, follow. She's getting married soon, and he doesn't want to stand in between her marriage with this person, but can also not keep up with her. So he has thought about it long enough, and then he believes I will be a best fit for replacement. A whole lot of us come across that text. So what I did, the first thing was I breathed in, I breathed out. I was like, okay, let me understand this person's his audacity. That was what I call it. I want to understand your audacity. And I was like, okay, I have, this was my response chat, but don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to paint anybody black. I'm only trying to talk about my experience so that you could also see what ladies as my age, as your age, I don't know how old you are. I'm still very young, but I don't know how, it will help you walk through what I did. So I was like, okay, I've actually like listened, seen your message, and I understand what you're saying. But unfortunately, so sorry, my hair is disturbing. But unfortunately, I would actually say no to your request. And then he went on as like, why? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I don't think I have to explain myself to you. I just told you I do not want to be a part of your train. So it will be best for you and also for me. Do not bring this to my table. And I think he took it the wrong way. Then he ended up sending me messages like, oh, that if anyone would have told him that I was this blunt, that I was this rude, that I was this what was the word? He did said a lot of things. He said, okay, according to him, this was somebody who was saying I was too calm. He said I was too confident, I was too blunt, that I was too precise, that he never expected me to actually direct my message to him this way. And I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. Initially, you said that I was this, but now because I refuse your request, now I'm this. So obviously, I am this. Because if I was this person whom you painted initially, you would have had access to me. Now that's my own story. Now, what am I saying in due sense? A whole lot of people actually like let go of their own confidence because of what they have gone through. Maybe because of peer groups, maybe because of experiences they have gone through before, maybe because of abuse. Hurt. You know, I always say that one day I would come out and tell my whole story because I, for one, I was abused growing up as a child. Yeah. My parents doesn't even know. Yeah, but you know, it's something that you have to go through. I was abused when I was way very little. I was abused one time. I went out with my friend and we're coming back home. Yeah, we got robbed and I would give the details sometime. But what I'm saying is allowing yourself being broken and allowing it affect your confidence as a woman, it gives room to a whole lot of things. Why I'm saying this is because I don't know, trust me, but I believe there is somebody out there who needs to hear this. You being tagged an overconfident woman does not mean you're rude. But again, let me say something out here. Do not mistake confidence for being. Some people would actually become rude and call it confidence. Confidence is you knowing who you are, you accepting your values, you knowing what you bring to the table, like your whole total package. Like someone will say, your spec. So if you know your person and you know who you are, even in Christ Jesus, if you know who you are as a woman, if you know who you are as a daughter, if you know who you are as a lady, it's enough understanding to be able to portray this person that you want out in the public. So when you allow people like trample upon it because of what they say, probably because you're trying to fit in, trust me, that's the wrongest thing you can do. Yeah, imagine, okay, take for instance, imagine a duck trying to live off like chicken. Number one, you will feel stupid for doing that. Yeah, you'll feel stupid. And number two, you will definitely not even fit in. So being confident, trust me, is one attribute which God actually has ordained for everybody to be, especially women. Because my videos actually believe is being directed to girls, is being directed to ladies, is being directed to women. A whole lot of us have lost confidence in ourselves because we believe we cannot be the best version of what we are or a best version of what we bring. Now, this, like I said, could be happening over time, and because before you know, we become automatically just like linked up in it, and then we grow that way. Yeah, most times I go out and I see a whole lot of people losing their confidence, resulting to low self-esteem, resulting to extra abuse, resulting to taking things you do not want to. If you are confident, you would walk with your head up high. Okay, many a times you might find out that okay, I like there is this, I don't know, I would call it like a virus going on right now in the world. You have to actually be dumb to be able to like gain access to certain places, gain access to certain people, gain access to certain dimension. And I feel it's actually, if you ask me, I feel it's odd. I feel it's odd. I believe the word is polluted. Yes, I believe the world is polluted. But like I would say, if you want to change, it has to begin with you. It has to begin with you. Do not succumb to what a broken confidence would actually bring it, because every day we get more broken people out in the society, we get more broken people out in the world, and they keep polluting. And it's so bad now if you have or you know who you are and you are trying to be like, okay, am I the only one who is actually working in this same part of line and the rest of that? But in this sense, what I'm saying is do not accept to be what you're not, because you will do a whole lot of collateral damage to yourself. And most times I ask myself these questions, and I'm turning to you out there, my viewers. What kind of children do you want to bring out into the world? Do you want to bring a child who can actually look up to you and be like, oh, mom, you're my role model? Do you want to bring a child who actually look up to you and be like, I think I can be like my mom? So it's a choice. So a friend of mine, okay, she came home one day and then she brought this book. It's called The Confidence Woman, okay, by Joyce Meyer. So I am really not completed with this book because I recently just started it. But reading this book made me understand that being confident is not, it's not pride. It's just your person. And it opened my eyes to understand that there are 7 parts or 7 ways in which a woman can know she's confident. So, okay, let me read from the book. One of the reason or one of the attributes in which a woman knows that she's confident is a woman does not believe in self-doubt. Yeah, a whole lot of us, because of lack of confidence, we always have self-doubt. I would recommend you to read this book. Just like I said, I'm not done. I just started it, but I've always wanted to talk about this, and this is like good material. I would recommend for you. So if you are having a low self-esteem, if you are not really sure about yourself, if you are like trying to be the woman in whom you want to be, that could be emulated, go for this book by Joyce Meyer. And she explained the book in such a simple way that it can be relayed to the layman's knowledge. It's really precise. So the 7 keys in which she said that a woman is actually confident is: number one, she knows she's loved. Just know you're loved by God. Regardless of what people say, you already have like a superior love that cannot be traded for. A confident woman knows her value. A confident woman does not believe in what ifs. A whole lot of us, we live in a life like, oh, what if only, if this, if this. I used to be like that, but like I blamed my father actually that I was not able to go to school. But growing me in my growing stage, I have come to understand that they have done the job. Okay, you don't have to blame anybody for anything. Being a confident woman, you need to understand that you are saddled with the responsibility, and it's left for you to either pick up or you sit and then you whine in self-pity. Yeah, a confident woman does not deliberate to self-pity, so take away self-pity out of it. you know just go and read this book and you'll come back to thank me later. So when you do read the book, I would please suggest that share your own growth in the comment section. Tell me how the book has helped you. Tell me what you want to contribute, maybe like something you have gone through that we could talk about, and then we pick up from there. All right. So like I said, if you're joining us for the first time, I would tend to leave like what I talked about at the top of the screen so that you can understand what we're talking about. We're talking about being confident as a woman, what you bring, and how you want to be emulated. I want to be emulated like someone who people look up to and be like, oh, she's up to somebody I want to copy. I want to be a role model for someone. Even though I am still struggling, even though I am still trying to put things together, I am not perfect. Like I said, I'm growing. So growth is a necessity, like they say, change is constant. So I am evolving every day. I am not perfect. I've been wanting to do things like this, but most times I keep like, oh, what should I do? What do I do? I tried, I started up, but I don't know who this is. Now I am speaking to somebody. If you being confident has actually taken away a whole lot of things from you than it has given, it doesn't mean you are jinxed or you are cursed. I used to feel that way, but I've come to understand that confidence is an attribute that most times people see it about you and they just hate you for no good reason. So I think that's a plus for you. All you got to do is try and get this book. All right, read it, digest it, understand it, then you would see and you'll understand in the pattern in which you're coming from and the pattern in which God is taking you. So I hope to see you again. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like and share so I can come and leave more videos and talk about my own growth that's going to help you or help someone else. And I would love to see you next time. Bye.